Okay guys, so we have everything here that we're going to need to make our little rainy cloud over here. So we've got our clear little raindrop shapes. So these are probably going to be a little bit hard to kind of show up whilst we're doing our filming. But we've got these little raindrop shapes. We've got our little cloud shape, our cotton wool, and we've got our yarn pieces that we're going to use to make the hanging pieces. And then the other thing that we've got is this little clear plastic bag, and that is going to be the thing that we're using first of all. So I'm just going to move these bits out of the way. So you sit over there. And then with the clear plastic bag, that's actually how we're going to be doing our painting with this first piece. So we're going to open this up, and this is super good fun, so I hope you guys enjoy doing this. We're going to pop in all of our little raindrop shapes. So we're just going to chuck those in. And then we're going to take some of our blue paint and we're just going to blob a little bit into this little bag. And then this is where the fun bit happens. We just get to close this up and we're just going to squidge all of that blue paint around on our shapes. So we're just squidging it all up, moving it all around. Oh, I've missed one there. Let's pop him in. He's escaped. And what we should see when we take these out is that we have a really cool dappled effect on our raindrops. Okay, there we go. So, moment of truth, I'm going to take these out my little bag now. And I'm just going to pop them on the windowsill to dry. So they might be a bit stuck together, that's okay. We're just going to tease them apart. And that is how they kind of turn out. So I'm just going to pop these right at the top of my table out of the way. Look at them, they're so cool. And these will take a few minutes to dry, but whilst they're drying, we are going to make a start on our cloud. I think that's all of them, yeah. Look how cool this is as well. So you can have a real good fun and squidge and play around with your little bag. Now, whilst those bits are drying, we are going to start doing our little cloud shape. So I've got my cotton wool balls here, and the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to pull these apart. So we want to make our nice fluffy cloud, but if we stuck them on just like this, it would probably get a bit too heavy and it would go a bit floppy. So we're going to pull these bits apart, just like so, into kind of 2 or 3 or 4 kind of sections. We might not need all of this. There we go. So I think I'm going to start sticking that bit on and see how it goes. So I'm going to take my glue and a little paintbrush, and I'm just going to cover the bottom of my cloud in the glue. And I'm just getting this all over to make sure that the fluffy bits stick down all over the shape. There we go. And then I can start sticking on my little cloud pieces. Okay, so there is my cloud looking nice and fluffy. So I'm going to stick on the little mouthpiece next. So for that one, I've got this little pink strip of yarn here. So I'm just going to pop a little bit on there, and you can kind of like run your fingers over this as well, just to make sure it's really nice and gluey. And we're going to stick on a nice big smile. Don't worry if it looks quite gluey, because your glue will dry clear, so don't worry if it does get a bit sticky. And then I'm going to add some eyes onto my cloud as well. Okay, there we go. So that's our little cloud piece finished. Now we are going to tie all of our little raindrops on the base of this one as well. Mine is still just drying, so I'm going to give them a few more minutes and then we'll come back and we will tie these all on. Okay guys, so I have just grabbed back my little raindrops and I've added just some of the like glitter paint on there just to add a little bit of extra sparkle. As you can see, I've tied some of my raindrops on, but I'm just going to show you with the last one that I need to do how we do this. So I'm going to take the kind of length of yarn, and again this is probably going to be something that we need our grown-ups to help with. And then all we want to do in our little raindrops, we've got a little hole at the top, so we're just going to push the yarn through that little hole, and then when we get it through to the other side we'll be able to tie a knot and then attach it to our little cloud. So just taking it through there, just a simple knot like so. I'm going to tie mine twice just to make sure it really stays on there, and then with this like excess piece I'm just going to snip that off, so we probably need a grown-up to do that bit. And then now we've got all of our little raindrops there ready, I'm going to grab my little cloud back and we're going to do a line of glue along the bottom. And we want this to be quite thick blobby glue, so there's lots of glue there for our raindrops to grab onto. And then we're just going to stick these little pieces on. There we go, and the last bit I'm going to add is going to be a little loop for the top. So I'm just going to fold this piece in half, stick it up there like so. Okay. The first time I filmed this I went to turn them over straight away and they literally all fell off. So make sure you give it a couple of minutes for them to dry the right way up, and then you can, once they're nice and dry, you can then twist it over and admire your finished little cloud there. So make sure you do leave it a few minutes and then you can hang up your little cloud, and he can sit next to our Sash of the Sunshine and our little rainbow cloud in our windows.